Alright guys, in this video, this one I was a little bit excited for, man, because I wanted to share a clip on the channel with this guy. Is he a psychologist? He's something. But I wanted to share a clip on my channel with one of the videos he said that I thought was pretty cool. And it was his whole thing on authenticity. And I thought it was very, very cool what he discovered or they discovered. I don't know. But anyways, without further ado, remember to be your authentic self. As always, remember to love yourself and spread that self-love. And it's funny that we're talking about authenticity because this video is based on it. So let's go.
Four times more likely to die by simply not expressing.
Women are particularly programmed not to say no in this culture. It costs them hugely in terms of mental and physical health. They looked at 2,000 women over a 10-year period, and those women that were unhappily married and didn't express their feelings were 4 times as likely to die as those women who were also unhappy, but they did express their feelings. So the issue wasn't happiness, the issue was authenticity.
Yes.
Self-expression.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is profound.
It's frightening.
It's frightening. But why are we not talking about that? I mean, so you see, 4 times more likely to die by simply not expressing.
Yeah. We live in a society which very much is dependent on roles. And roles depend on how other people see you. So we all want to be seen in the best possible light. And society punishes us for being authentic.
4 times more likely to die by simply not expressing.
Women are particularly...
Again, always a big shout out to the original owners of the clips, everyone involved with the original making, and the link will be down below as always for the credits, for the credit of the video that I'm using. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I've just been flowing in these videos, really just saying and doing whatever and just not taking the videos too serious and getting back in this flow of recording multiple videos, no matter what the, I guess, quality of them is. And not like I'm actually just like trying to drop any old thing and produce any old thing for y'all, but getting back in the flow of making multiple videos and making a lot and having them stacked up while, you know, still not like trying to run myself in the ground with video ideas and things like that. You know, it's just flip on the camera, flip on not a camera, and flip on the game and record and just get some good videos and just talk and yap about things, because that's honestly what my channel has always been about, yapping about my own little ideology on life and just the way I've seen things and experienced things, though I've had some wild experiences though. But anyways, let's get back into the topic of the video. Authenticity. Isn't that crazy, man? I loved seeing this video, man, that they did a study, and I don't know, I didn't conclude this myself and check it out, but what I would always say is definitely always go and conform. Great, now I'm telling you to conform. That Freudian slip, maybe I'm a part of the system, but no, I meant to say confirm everything for yourself and make your own mind up. But just from what I've experienced in life, just walking through, man, this 24 years, dude, it's kind of like a no-brainer. This sort of like a no-brainer to me. I mean, it just makes sense. It's like, of course that, you know, you repressing or not expressing yourself. And I like what one of the comments said on the video. I think it's in the little clip I put, but they said speak freely even if your voice shakes. But yeah, speak your truth even if your voice shakes, because it's just, you know, that's what it is at the end of the day. Expressing yourself, you know, your emotions, man. You have a nervous system. Emotions. You can have a traumatic event happen to you, man, that sticks in your mind for years. And it never goes away. It's just there, imprinted in your mind. See, that's how powerful the mind is. Something that happened to you years ago could stay stuck in your mind for ages. For ages, man. Some people don't work on their trauma until they get into their late 30s, where they finally let go of the things that happened to them when they were a child. This whole thing is an emotional game, man. It's all an emotional system. Your emotions are energy in motion, man. That's not my original quote. That's from someone else, but I always like to say it because it's so true. Your mindset governs your life. Your perspective, it's actually your perception. Your perception governs your life. But in turn, it all comes back to the mind. It's all within the mind. Everything you're witnessing is within the mind. And you have to express yourself. Don't put yourself through things that you don't want to experience. Like, I know one of the examples they used in that clip were like, was it married women weren't expressing their weren't expressing their true feelings in like an unhappy relationship. They were kind of just, putting up with it. And it's like, yo, who told you had to do that? Who programmed these women when they were younger that you just put up with that? No, like, leave a relationship if you're unhappy, if you can. If it's not like, a horribly toxic situation that you can't escape or anything like that. Of course, be safe and be smart. But it's just sad. It's sad. And I say, speak your truth regardless of what may happen to you. But that's not everyone's situation. Not everyone is gonna want to do that. So that doesn't work for everybody. Everybody handles fear and handles their life a little bit different. So there's not a one fix all with this sort of consciousness spiritual thing. Or just like, working on self sort of thing, or being able to rise above all the basically, almost like, I don't want to say oppression because that's extreme, but it's essentially like an oppressive, you're put into like an oppressive state. But all these things that we've been through as kids, the various different things that each of us have experienced, it's like, let that kid self breathe. Let it flourish, A lot of everybody's inner child is wounded and not healed, and we're all kids. We're all kids in a sense, so make sure you nourish that inner child. Make sure you nourish that inner child, and make sure you express yourself. Because to me, we didn't need studies to show that if you don't express yourself, all of that emotion turning within you can create sickness. Of course we have it, man. We dude, like, you can make yourself sick. There's like phantom pains, and not exactly phantom pains, but like whatever. I actually want to look it up. That thing where you like take on someone's illness sometimes, or whatever it's called. There's a word for it, but I don't have it off the top of my head. But this shit is very real. Your mind is a very powerful thing to make things real. And it's just like, you gotta get a grip. You gotta get a grip. Life, again, I like seeing those memes where people are like, oh, there's like, they'll zoom out and they said, oh, aren't you worried about what people think about you? And then it'll zoom out and it's like the Earth, and then it's the other planets, and then it's the solar system, and it's like, we're worried about bills, taxes, and what people will think of us, and this is where we are. And it's like this little speck of dust in the universe, and it's like, that's true. That's very true. That video is very, very factual. It's like, you're on this tiny speck that nobody really knows the origin of its creation. Some say the Big Bang, some say this, some say that, and it's like, and you're worried about if somebody's gonna judge you or not. And again, this battle is different for everybody, but man, when you overcome it, you're gonna be so happy you did. Express yourself. Don't keep that emotion down. If you feel something, speak it out, but remember, always go about it in a healthy way. And I don't know what that is for everybody. Some people may need to tweak to get it out. Some people maybe need something to be the turning point. Like maybe something absolutely devastating needs to happen. A very just big emotional blowout between family members or something. But and I'm talking about just various scenarios, not just what they mentioned, but yeah, man. How are you? You're more likely to die. Like, that's crazy. But it makes sense. All that stored emotion and everything, man, it leads to so many different just blockages within yourself. I don't know how you could live this life and not truly express yourself. Like, as you get older, like, I get it when you're younger because there's a lot of things placed on us. But when you start getting older, like when you start hitting your 20s, man, this is the age, bro, to break away from all of this stuff. To break away from the false expectations and things placed on us. The only one that can expect anything out of your life is you and what it's going to be. And I know a lot of people, parents and everything, of course it's all out of love. The things that they think they do for us, or whatever parents you may have, they think they're doing it out of love, and they don't have bad intent at all. But it's just like, again, this is your life. It's not their life. This is your life. You gotta live it. You have to live your life. But anyways, I'm just rambling a little bit about that now, but it's just very, very true. It's very, very true. If you don't express yourself, if you don't be your highest authentic self, you have a higher chance of dying. You're 4 times more likely to die. Isn't that crazy? 4 times. But you guys know what stress or unresolved things feel like in the heart, and things that weigh on you, you know? Especially in a moment where you go, man, I wish I could have just said this, or I wish I could have just express it, man. Express it. You know, of course, I advocate for healthy ways of trying to express things and go about doing things. But sometimes things hit the fan and they need to just be, I don't know, they need to come out a certain way, if you know what I mean. If you've been there, and you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes not everything is going to come out the best, but don't hold that stuff in, man. That does create sickness. It creates so much sickness within yourself. It makes you unaligned. Like, you got to get out what you got to get out. Express it. Don't hold it back. Learn to express yourself. Learn to be authentically yourself. Just embody that, man, and embody a higher way of thinking for yourself. And also, not to mention, not only that, not only embodying this higher way of thinking for yourself, but take a chance to look at yourself and where you're at in your life, and really think like, yo, am I being myself? Is the environment I'm in allowing me to be my true self? Maybe I need to like step up and, regardless of my environment, just embody it. But, you know, look at yourself. Am I afraid of what other people think? Am I afraid of like how I'd be perceived? And tackle it, man. Tackle this battle, because the truth is, it's your mind. Your mind. This is your mind. Conquer it. This is your mind. It's your mind. Anyways, I think that's enough for me. But just know, I feel you guys. I'm with y'all. I've been through these battles too, man. Been through them way too many times to count, man. The feelings. Man, when I started my YouTube channel, I got so much imposter syndrome. But I knew at the end of the day, if I just break through those feelings and start and just go for it, I'd feel so much better that I took the leap. That's what you need to do sometimes. Dive head first. Dive head first. Anyways, that's enough yapping for me on the whole authenticity thing. If you don't want to die early, express yourself fully. Oh man, much love and Moonlight. I'll see y'all later. Peace.